Bibiara kwa bashonko enfambra showdown jumedi su Kumasi online TV, Thick TV, and I face on the friends of Ken TV. Meje de say ade obi biara ho yesan say metifiduem hanim say rebusia me ho de ankasa na watch foforo and asanso aba betu yen bioma nsama hodra mababo no mede ne nyina no eba beso se showdown jumedi unya subscribe ya make sure so be subscribe e dia ama me wi a share video we ema wonu ebi ono so ma obi foforo na se de da ne de nyina abre ne abre bia menemu ade dwuma no metuja no wa ha no ma ho na wonso wato de e de afa comment section na se e de ama me emre ko na nim no ATP beba betena se sama ba wan krata ne mu ni ade nyina no wo beto ne bonu apensen ni nyina mu di ama ye na akoye Monday nso de communicators ba betena se about 3 p.m. na number 1 trending LGBTQ ho sensam ni ade nyina no any other top stories aba nyina ya twetwe ho enkomo e wo fidie mu ha me ametire dwam e de dwumede ya ba somo no medi ene nana ya se wa yeremu ansama ne de mede ba be somo de na ma ni tua se Ghana ha ne de wo be piem wa hanum se ya na se social media na so ankasa no and then number 1 trend ankasa anti LGBTQ+ bella na no afia de twemi wo piem wa parliament house just majority no ejina wo mo na so just wo mo pass e be na sisi an ye hwe ni mase ye mampani Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo de nsa ebe hyase na chesafi no aba be ye emra e wo maimu na LGBTQ ho sensa media bushu adane de nyina no yaka ho asama ebe sin na nematomebo na madagesimu e de amam na matiase nenti a enne no eye MPP akopie mo parliament house a wo ye minority no wo mu bu efu ye papa Ebra na roda ko ekufu ado ya mampeni wo maimu LGBTQ ho sansam no ehode ye na ebra ehode ye no na ensem bebre na ewo ma chese NDC amanyoko no e ma Ghana fo nyina atiase se ye mampeni His Excellency na roda ko ekufu ado as at that time na wo refuse so wo de nsa be hyenkrata ase na wo ma LGBTQ+ bill no aba be ye mra wo maimu but as at that time ne so na abra ni abra bia MPP amanyoko no e try so mbe educate Ghana for na Ghana for yate asese e yade achese omo e pass bill no parliament no e kopie mu court na bre e kopie mu court no human rights Ghana ha ne de yeso obi awo ho akwanya so obeye bibi ti so obi kra no e ye gay anase se bi obi kra ye lesbian na nipa no e wo ho akwanya se healthcare ni ade nyina no obenya ba asat sa bill na wo mde koto na adodan ko egufu ado anim no na enhyehyeye bi wo ho no me wo senka obi kra ye gay kra ni ade anka onya no saa nipa na wonya ekoye back and forth ema NDC amanyoko no ejina wo mo na so e kansem bebre na e de kire Ghana fo enne kura buhwa amene mo kase ye won crofobia they still believe it say anti-LGBTQ+ bill like ye pass wo parliament ebra na MPP amanyoko no wa abemu no ye former president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ena amfa nensa entim so ema na mamba ye mra na so enne ye mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakasa na nesema waka no no atu nanum tuo kire se anti-LGBTQ+ bill na ye pass wo parliament no anko piemu e Nana Danko Akufo-Addo nanim de bia de say court enunti ena Nana Danko Akufo-Addo went to me entim so na mamba ye mra nti said ye mo amonnam na mo amadwe yam se ekopie mo Nana Danko Akufo-Addo enim na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ena ampas ena entim so na mamba ye mra ne ade a ade che ni ade se bia no mo try se mo bebleme ye former president ade show boy say wono na ntintim nkrata ama anti LGBTQ no ama ye mra ne yenko na yenko tie ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ensama wode atodwa nyina no e de afodi so anti LGBTQ+ bill asat when na MPP amanyoko no wa bemu no enfamra sisia
family values bill. You were all aware what happened the last time during the past administration. There was a legal tussle and somebody filed an injunction against Parliament to injunct the Speaker from forwarding the bill to the President for assent. And so the situation is that the bill was never submitted to the President for assent. So it was not submitted and the President did not assent. And by the Constitution, any bill that is not assented to by the President before the expiration of the life of Parliament expires. And so it means that the bill has to be relayed in the House. The Speaker has given notice that he will allow it to be relayed. But if you want the position of my government, marriage is between man and woman.
No, your man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And akasa ye nyina yate se eyade abel no ankonkoto na nado dan kwakufu ado nanim de bra da nunti and a one sign the san se enkofukuo bi e de kopie mu e wo court na obi be bisa se na ya se wa na den na akwa sintia wuko social media na show MP before kasa NDC amanyoko no bela wo mpase na no efiada no scam na ye ntro na ye nanda be mesra mo monfa LGBTQ amendment bill post no enfanto so ma me na mento mebo encheche mu entie metiefo ene mahwefo nyina saade ye abusua eda TV shui amendment bill in new anti LGBTQ bill na chese ye bill da na wo honom de na ewo MPP amanyoko obira no omo wa be mu de call parliament ena afi NDC so ba ye wo so wo de fofra wo so e de abade wo mayi afri mu ene de wo de wo ma amende no meto mebo acheche ni nyina mu e de amamo ewo old bill la je se NPP amanyoko no wa be mu anti LGBTQ ku aje se yete yes wo mo so no mu make sa be no Omidi tu jalebinie all bill na say directly or indirectly promoting, facilitating, counseling, procuring or supporting LGBTQ activists. Na just a sanction na da osho na obekwa akochiri mu 3 months. Na so NDC amanyoko eba ye wo mo sa ensem way e de free bill ni mu. De atosho mienu failure to report LGBTQ plus activists activities no wo so to say you fine no 1,000 penalty point and this amanyoko by o my amendment wom na failure to report LGBTQ plus bidi say bia na yeti adwuma mu hei e bia na ye wo bi wo mu a wono ne de o ya de just wo ye gay na say bia wo ye lesbian na ya say wa meti hei na minim say bia ni pei wo ye na ni amate so oba na say be ma but minim so wo ye gay na so onye gay e dey ye beba fidiom hanom say na so obi be kwa report ye beba fidiom ano yen na ye wo fidiom ha ina ya de wo mo be chi yen esan say yenim say nipa ni ye gay e na yan report but NDC amanyoko be le omo ko to parliament de e ya de chese wo ma ya amendment ewom de to so miensa me pa cha mo fan to so enyim free so why de to so miensa persons accused of engaging in LGBTQ activities were not allowed access to health care. Na chese we no say obi LGBTQ, obi ye lesbian, obi ye gay, obi ye bisexual, sebi oba ni oba eda be ma ne be ma da. E wo be odada ni mu agese MPP amanyoko nu wa be mu na wo honom na enu na wo hye eye TV ne so am eye green no ena de dan fifi na eye blue no eye asochia na ewo honom ede manipa no ena de eye red no so ye NDC amanyoko ba mu na anu ade wo mo so new amendment ana se de wo maye free mu ene de wo mo de ahyem nyina no ena red honom no into persons accused of engaging in LGBTQ activities were not allowed access to health care. NDC amanyoko ba ye wo sha ya tro honom se remove completely na chese kane no de no mo bese na nado dan ko agufu ado sign no eno no se wo bi gay a okọ hospital a doctor ne bi any right so obehwe no oni akwanya wo ni right bia se wo bi ede aduro be ma ne sese bi ye bu ne tu egu ma na se ne nyonko ba ede ne nsa hyehyehye ne baby wo nya infection na e wo bill dada ni mu nipa no ko ayaresa bia eni kwan se doctor ne bia ehwe no na de to so nan ne so no yes psychiatric evaluation for people who identify as intersex or people who question their gender na just say de abusua meti he se bia me fie me mo bia bia wo ye gay na so ye lesbian the moment ameye ko se o so mesi ana so obente me hwo ne nante hwo ne ya e ka me akwa yes wo ye gay the moment amefre pe straight to psychiatric hospital ye de nipa na akwa akoto honom ni akwa akwo hwe ye ni tima ko hwe na adwe mu ni ade nyina se nipa no wo yo okay anaso wo yo okay NDC amanyoko ebela wo mo ko parliament na no afiada no ade a wo mo ayi afrim na yes remove completely na media houses SOS and organizations subtly or openly promoting LGBTQ activities na sanction that so 3 months to 5 years imprisonment removed completely na just ye media houses organizations any idea ye ni akwanya say ye beka LGBTQ ho asembia na sabe we ankasa no MPP amanyoko ne wa bem na sabe we baye. I am part of the people who spoke against it because minim sen kan nya hwe nka media houses there se bia ye wa akwanya se bia ye ni mo bia nipa no ye go bi te se uko Nigeria branch ye se friend Bobrisky a why no ho oba ba me se bia be se we interview no o be se we ni di nkomo wo bi san se kwan men wo fa so just wo be ye again ni ade nyina no NPP amanyoko no wa be mu no bill ekoto ho no ma na ko mu hwe nim se na do na ko egufo ado be sign no na wo koye sa interview ni to say me tell me ka say me ko interview aye Bobrisky a anya hwe na bushia 3 months and ko si 5 years and wo mo de me be kwa akotwiri mu na NDC ba ye wo mai sa be no e de free mu they are tosu insiano. Yes, people who dress in a manner that depicts them as people of the opposition gender up to 7 years in prison. Not just say obi wo hono ma wo yoba na so siesie ne ho te se bema obi wo hono me so wo ye bema wo no so siesie ne ho se wo ba na MPP amanyoko no wa bema be le koda hono no wo yoba na wo siesie ho se bema ana wo ye bema na so siesie ho se wo ba yade ye do be kwa akotwiri mu 7 good years. Ubekwa kwa dem 7 years. Now when a NDC dey amendment awoma say amended to exclude people who are able to prove their dressing is not intended for LGBTQ activities. Not just a amendment fufuro ya awoma ye. And we you oba now dress say bema we bema na so dress so oba ni ade. The moment I will be to me approve e dey kire wo say menye gay menye lesbian ya wo man ni bi wo hono ma wọ́n ṣe mẹ́ẹ̀mà tàdí àná wọ́n feel okay nti ẹnu to me prove ya me pacho ẹnu ne de wo ho ṣọ́n ẹ̀yà de ye be ye obibia nti be ye 6 ye bills ya makenkan de ama mo no ẹnu ne ade na MPP wa be mu na ewo ma je se NDC for de a wọ́n mo edit wọ́n mo pass wo parliament ye fiada no akwa ye chuma menchwe je se bushua ebufuo ne ade nyina no akwa na we 19 fodwo oka wona wọ́n prepare bill no ho say you be prepare bill a enye NDC for nko na tena se prepare bill no wọ́n committee which the committee includes NPP MPs NDC MPs into both the minority and the majority wọ́n mu mienu na ka wọ́n mu bom any other organizations and they prepare a year bill into sabi we ya abey na minority MPP amanyoko no ye amendment ye be free mu ye multiply be times bi ni ade nyina no na wo mu wo bi na so sabi ya me mo ka say inti fodwo ka say inti fodwo say ono de won tiasie de biara da say bill na wo mu prepare ye enye no ena fie de twemu yi wo mo de ba to parliament nti se na wo mo nim se ensem we nyina wo mu a na emwa yen ya adanti ena no de wo mo koto ye mampani dada na do dan ko ekufu adu nim se wo mo force ne senka onfa ne nsanhye nkrata ase na won sign ne bill je se LGBTQ ho sensem de busuan aye bubruja na de yenko na yenko tie ntim fodwo so body to dwa efemra sisia.
Here is that the bill we are now going to pass is not the same as the one you want Akufo-Addo to pass.
The bill that
you see, if
for me, it's not the bill I sponsored.
For me, if this house will use the majority to pass the bill, it is not the bill I sponsored. It is an NDC bill and it's an entirely different thing for it to pass. The dissemination of information by a governmental body, non-governmental organizations, development partners, or other body engaged in the delivery of health services or health-related programs. Same category of organizations at various points in time had organized advocacies which this parliament had risen to condemn. Under this bill seeks to exempt them which exemption was not granted in the bill we wanted Akufo-Addo to sign. And E, the provision of medical, surgical, psychological, or counseling services in accordance with accepted professional practice, which exemption was not part of the bill you wanted Akufo-Addo to sign. And F, the reporting of news or current affairs by a media house or a journalist in the ordinary course of journalism, and the performance of a public health functions, including HIV and AIDS prevention, testing, treatment, and care, which same testament was given by the Ghana AIDS Commission before the full glare of this country in our live telecast that they provide condoms, lubricants, and other aids for persons living with HIV who are known LGBT members, so that they will go about their absurd sexual experiences. And yet this government wants to make exemption under this law. That is not the law we sponsored in the 8th Parliament. That is not the law we are sponsoring today. If the government is minded to pass their own law of a sort, which will grant all these exemptions, the very places we are trying to clamp down on, that can be a separate law. But so long as the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill is concerned, these exceptions are alien. These are not so if I find it highly problematic, any attempt by this House to push any of these exceptions in, we will resist it. And if the House will use their majority numbers to push it through, I, as a sponsor, will advise myself accordingly.
Very well. You are entitled to advise yourself. Yes, majority.
Ebusiante intim for jono no wasi ane 8th Parliament na bra na MPP wa be mu no bill a chese beto wo mu anim ensem a chese na ewo mu ni ade NDC amanyoko odiedie wo mayiyi bi afiri mu ni ade kakane no wo bi eyege anase bi a wo bi ye lesbian kra na AIDS Commission for ni ade nyina no obi ba na sese meto mebu cheche mu no wo ma wo mu eduro kra se bi a wo mu nje no mo fa nkosa wo mo ho yade a wo kra na yade nka wo bekwa akotwiri mu ye beche watum ni ade na so we de ade a wo mayi film na se meti minority na se a wo mbe so wo magana fo nyina te ase se ade na ekoto 8th Parliament wo mo pass wo Parliament House no obi de court no se na wo mu nim se nsema na wo mu ne yade a na emu a adentina na still na wo mo force se na na do dan Akufo-Addo emfa ne nsam fa nhase na so NDC ba ye de wo mayi bidie free mu ni ade se ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama won fa ne nsan hyase na afanyoma kense so de mo amani tua so ono de ye de obi ankasa kra na enyo no afanyoma kensa wono so ye minority leader wono so atutu bi ankasa ebushia enya asam ketwa wo se be odada agese be to honom no enye sa be na ena nne ababe pm o Parliament nti wo mo minority ne de ebushia wo mo horo wo mo nsa ene wo mo nan ne ade nyina e de free bill hu sensem na ya de agese Ghana fo so ebe hu sede NDC amanyoko no the majority wo mu shu ene wo mo ban esifatia yenko na yenkoti afanyoma akense ne nsem ne so enfemra sisia.
You sit down to pass the very bill you pass in opposition. The very bill you propose in opposition, you don't have the courage. And I dare you to ever present that same bill. You can't. You see your double standards? You see your unprincipled political position? Today, you think you can use your numbers, hide under a committee's report to water down and change the very thing that you wanted passed when you were in opposition. Today, you are in government. You've realized that bill was poisonous, so you want to change it, and the majority leader wants to tell me that this bill is being passed, so you are passing an anti-LGBT. Are you sure? Are you very sure? Because you pass a bill to win an election, you want to deceive the religious leaders, you want to deceive our traditional authorities, you want to deceive civil society. Who do you want to confuse? As far as I am in this chamber and I know what you did in the 8th Parliament, and I know the records, I won't allow you to deceive anybody. Majority leader, I won't allow you to deceive anybody. These clauses, this is the mischief. You are using the committee as your alter ego. You are using the committee as your alter ego. Why are you not maintaining the text of your previous proposal? Why? This what Intim Forjo submitted. together with colleagues. It's the very text that you got passed in the 8th Parliament. Why the sudden change of mind? NDC. Why the sudden change of mind? May you be seated. I allowed you to make your submission. Don't worry. You sit down. I won't take you. Sit down. Mr. Speaker, may you encourage the majority leader to sit down. He's not a Democrat. The majority leader is not a Democrat. He does not tolerate divergent views. He should sit down and listen, just as I listen to him. Mr. Speaker, I submit that your arguments are in bad faith. Majority leader, in bad faith. You are doing the mystery politics. You want to deceive the people of Ghana. Who told you majority leader?
Ebusi afenyo markets no sese ne de bia me ka kire me say MPP ne NDC de dan sen kro na mu. I know say LGBTQ won sensem ne ade eni kwan kra sen ka ye de ya politics because ukọ Senegal a wo ye oba na no nyonko ba eda wo ye be ma na no nyonko be ma ye fa wo fa hyehyɛ bi ne ade a me pa cho ukọ Senegal 10 good years eni ye be mu akọ no akotwim the same thing na ukọ Uganda ho kwa the death penalty into ye chi obi so ye gay a won ye nsa da jeni ade won hu the moment I be chill so we again na just ebusuan tikum ne ekun no afiri ho no wu na akoba bio na se wo hwe wo nyonko ba ne be ma se wo de se bi ukoku do show no e be kwa kwhye ne ba bia se bi okoya ne fa na ne ye tojewa ba Ghana hanum say ne de MPP and NDC me and you we all know what these people are capable of doing e be kwa ne say ya because 8th Parliament the same thing the course so e bra be one ko ye NDC for ye dede as at that time now one we minority and on a table latania MPP amanyoko no so ba be minority NDC ya majority our parliament house the same thing we show you they say 8th Parliament bill no yam fambra but as we all know amendment is good because why should say obi ye gay and as obi a lesbian yes ni pani ni akwanya say obeko healthcare onya kwanya so obeko hospital bi say yen treat no na ye media personnel so no ye be say ye obi kasa counselor be so bi o tu obi funi ade nyina yes counselor na wo cancel obi a wo ye gay na so obi o ye lesbian said ye be ya nipa no be sesa de afrim no sa counselor no kra no so be kwa akode me 3 years plus ni ade a it doesn't really add up to as at 8th Parliament no we were all speaking against it say the bill needs amendment it is a bill need amendment na say ne NDC amanyoko no so ba no ma ba be amendment I think that these are certain things we need to understand but I know say NPP the minority is giving the same pills as NDC for bra no mo minority wo mo dem a wo mo no I know this is what is going on in the Parliament but e be sure ye papa say wo kopie mo very senior high school senior ade a ade a ekoso Ghana happens to be a Christian country. We shouldn't tolerate certain things. Into the year show him say a man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. What then is ever shas said ya ebe ba aba ya mra ewo oman mu. Mami famu enwe mu ewo MPP amanyoko ni mu kakra. Na me de mu rem wo hanoma. Mo ne say MPP for the aleche ni ade sebia. Wo nsema e na ebobo ba. Na when na Victoria Duncan Williams wadi nkomo bi wakasa wakansem bi was NPP amanyoko ni mpenifa wa omodan no they know very well said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ntumi meye mampeni wo man mu san say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hyehye bebra sa abosha wo hye ye ni ade nyina emu ba kumpo ni hono ma Bawumia etumi di show Bawumia be ye running mate 8 years or be ye vice president 8 years of Shuakabo ma 16 good years enya asem ketwa ukopie mu nothing hono mkra na wo free mpo na amanfu kra nya nsuo nom enipa ni sebi emwa some of the communities and nipa ne moa ena num nsuo ba akoni ade Bawumia ka se ohwe according to Victoria Duncan Williams die was say Bawumia ntumi moa Ghana na ndia Bawumia so de digitalization no de ba was say Bawumia yo trofo Bawumia nim digitalization wo hwe sa so ena mobile money interoperability Bawumia dane dey no di dwan ya hweme was so yo trofo at the same time so Ghana card was so no way back 2007 ko no no mobi o Ghana card ni ade but when it comes to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebusia was no e wom say MP before akwa select no ye MP ba pa so obeto abade ama Bawumia de one support Bawumia nen one support Bawumia china sa same way abi na bi ni leak audio e ba bonten ya no no so e ka say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a candidate for the MPP is a no na bi audio last week me we boy e ma munyina mu TB na bi kan ya ka say Bawumia kra de wo bi engineer de ne se Kennedy ka so obeto ye ka ne say whole building kra de ama Ghana ni begie de ba say Bawumia ka so obeto koshia 3 cities or 2 cities 50% kra de ama Ghana ni engine the same thing and Victoria Duncan Williams ono so e ka yente ne nsem no efemra sisia.
I'm going to support Bawumia going into the 2020
Of course,
election.
but we will never win.
You are supporting him, but you know you not win.
Well, of course, we know. And I tell you, the big people, the people, hey, they know that Bawumia would never win. This is the truth, I'm telling you. And the truth is only one. They would never, ever, never. And I'm telling you, and I'm telling you with authority, Bawumia would never be president in Ghana, never.
Even though he's clearly...
I am telling you, he has no message. The man has no message. You telling me you're gonna build the toilets at Ababoloshi? You couldn't even do it. You couldn't even do it. What can you do? You had 8 years to do something for the North. You couldn't do it. You couldn't even build the toilets. The toilets is for assemblymen. Okay? Bawumia said he brought the drones. He never brought the drones. He said digital. He never did that. Everything Bawumia said he brought, he never did. He came and met the Ghana card. The Ghana card was brought for Kufuor, because I know some people that had the Ghana card 2007. Okay? Digital. He did not bring digital. What are you people talking about? He has no message. You bring Bawumia. Listen, Bawumia is taking MPP down, just like his father took UP down. Have you heard Bawumia talking about his father before? Okay, my father is Duncan Williams, okay, and it's not the Archbishop. So I can talk about my father, and I know what my father did with Kwame Nkrumah for Ghana here, but he cannot.
Victoria Duncan Williams no was so wupo bi a wo be say MPP ba be we MPP ti said ye se bi ne say ye dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yo trofo won ka no kre wo so dia wo dwa nanum no obeye we na nso 16 good years ni e bibi papa bi enu hono ma wetumi aye ede ama ye man Ghana me to me nsem ne so ede ama mode ameka the base na waje me so say Ghana first me ka the base na waje me so say job for the youth na afa me san so ka the base na fi waka say power nyame yaduma on the 4th of July 2026 mega work nankasa eyade aja say eba so ewo Ashanti region ha in fact enya sam ketwa kra ne ye ba betritini yempomo ye ba benante ankasa na party office chenche busua enya party office ketwa so no yakọ akobie ano a no so no krom ha de busua enya easy kra na work hu sansam ne ade nyina no ena enne eye efia crunchwa wo ye member of Alan Kojo Kyerematen wo mu UP ni United Party mre bi etwem no na achese ye ka eye efia crunchwa na ade achese wo ye MPP ni ankasa wo ye proud member of MPP ECG from Sremo atemuntia break efa emma me pacho say ECG for Sremo machine edum Wednesday bi light ibu boneni nyina de na so kra omu hwani maso omu betete yen so omu bua kra ya ba no na ya ba ye be som ye man tim sramo mo amon sa ase de studio ha ya yosum ni ade no mo fa nche ye studio for wo